set it off up in this bitch. We about to pop off. It's Friday, May 27, 2022, baby. Let's go. We're gonna start it off with a little bit of a sing-alongs to Black Keys. Your team is looking good. Let's do a little bit of that karaoke, baby. Let's get it going. Oh shit. Wait for it. Oh, damn. There it is. Wrong song, wrong song. Oh no, wrong song, wrong song. Hold on, hold on. There it is. Hey, over there, your team is looking good. Hey, over there, your team is looking good. Team is looking good. No, not as good as ours. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Beat everybody, but you won't beat us. Hey, hey, over there, your team is looking good. We're doing it, baby. One more time, let's go. Fucking, get in there. Dance, dance. Hey, over there, your team is looking good. Hey, over there, your team sure looking good. Team is looking good. Not as good as ours. It ain't. Dust to dust. You beat everybody, but you won't beat us. Hey, hey, over there, your team is looking good. Your team is looking good. Hey, over there, your team is looking good. The team is looking good. Team is looking tight. Team is never look motherfucking better.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, baby. Oh, we're doing it again. It's Friday. What day is it, you're asking? We already said it's May 27, 2022. Baby boys, baby girls, welcome back. Welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another So-So production. Hope your vag is tight. Hope your gang-de-lang is hanging low. Just grazing the pavement, dude. That's the way to live life. Hope everybody's safe and sound wherever you are. You know what I mean? On this blue planet, aka the blue marble, aka the blue bloated bubble out there, just hovering in the middle of it. Shout out to everybody, man. What a great time to be alive. End of May, we're going into June, baby. It is, oh yeah. Couple of rain sessions outside, you know what that means? More greenery in the next few days. The heat's gonna go up, we're gonna crank it up. The dial is gonna be turned. We're gonna get turned like a bunch of turntables, damn it. We're gonna be turning. Oh, hope everybody's safe and sound, man, wherever you are. Today's gonna be an extra loose sesh. Today's the sesh that we might just go ahead and like button up an extra button away. We're gonna button down an extra button. And that's a good rain, you know what I mean? That's a good, wait till summer, baby. We're gonna button all the way down. And we're gonna just let the breeze hit the nips, dude. You don't even know. It's that OGAC for the old skin, for the new skin. But I want it to be loose to extra loose if it can, if it may, together. I've just been thinking about things that I'd like to be doing, hypothetical situations, you know, that could potentially turn into a real thing. You never know. And I've been listening. What do the people want? What do the people want? Or you're like, man, I've been dying to go out there and do a little bit of Foxy Boxing. Yeah, you want to do a little bit of that Foxy Boxing, baby. Got myself caught up in a situation, hypothetically speaking, of course, potentially can turn into reality. You never know. Walking. Some fella walks up to me, hands me a card with a little picture of a fox on it, wearing boxing gloves. And he's like, you seem like a kind of fella that's into Foxy Boxing. And you know me, though, I'm just itching for Foxy Boxing. You don't even know. I really don't have any idea what to do in terms of like when it comes to boxing and foxing, dude, you don't even know. But I'd like to try. He hands me the card, and you know there's an address with a date and a time on it. It just says show up on the back if you're interested. And I shows up. I'm wearing. That's the thing. I don't know what to I don't know what to expect. So now I'm wearing a bikini, dude. Because that's the gear. I think you wear a two-piece. You know what I'm talking about? Some to cover the tits, some to cover your pudendum, if you will. You know what I mean? Cover that area. Your pudendum's showing. Cover your pudendum, dude. Ladies, you don't want that hanging. You don't want to just be exposing your dingleberries. You don't want to be exposing that clitoris or clitori. You know, if you've got multiples, or if we're just talking generic, a bunch of people with, we're talking plural. I don't know how we got there, but that's what it is, man. So I'm wearing my two-piece. I show up, just ready to rumble. What's Foxy Boxing, you ask? I am getting myself acquainted, and I thought it'd be like a showdown between people who are into foxing and boxing. And there are men, there are women participating, but there's also foxes. That's how first round I saw a couple of I saw a couple of ladies go up against a fella. 2-3 ladies versus one fella, all Foxy Boxing, which was beautiful. And it's nothing, this isn't the UFC, this isn't this isn't wrestling, this isn't jiu-jitsu, this isn't karate, this is Foxy Boxing, which means the only rules that are applicable here is that you just, torso to neck, baby. Mid-torso to neck is your zone. Anything above the neck is a no-go. Anything below the belt is a no-go. So you're just working the torso. That sport for the extremely in the center of things kind of folks out there who are like, you know what? I can't afford to lose more brain cells in a non-Foxy Boxing match. That's if you want to lose brain cells, regular boxing, regular jiu-jitsu, regular Muay Thai. You go down into the jungles. You do a little bit of, you're in the jungles, man. They're doing research right now. They're flying over the Amazon. They're throwing that laser lidar, just detecting light and layer cake in that bad. But what's underneath here? It's a whole other civilization. They found out pre-Hispanic. What does it mean? Do they have their own martial arts? I don't know, but it's interesting, isn't it, fam? So you might want to get there and find some sort of new technique that's just like, it's a little bit secretive. It's a little bit, on the DL. You come in there, everybody's throwing it down with the jiu-jitsu and the karate. You go there and you're like, oh, this here is something new. This here is something you haven't seen. Let me dislocate my elbow and throw it at you. You know what I mean? That's unheard of. Unreal, you'll say. And that's the, those are the secret knowledge of the jungles, baby. That's how we do it. But nonetheless, here we're on the streets, here we're urban, and we keep it tight, dude. So I'm thinking maybe we can do something like that, throw it down. So I get in there. I've seen a couple of ladies go up against a guy. Again, we're just talking mid-torso, hardcore mid-torso action, baby. So I get in there, dude. I start, oh man, with Foxy Boxing, that's the thing. I think I mentally have prepared myself for this, whether consciously or subconsciously, all my life. I've been wondering, why do I always carry a bottle of lube? If you're asking that same question to yourself, then man, it could have only been, limited pathways you could have gone to, but that's it. You thought you were going to end up doing porn, but no, we're doing Foxy Boxing. You thought you were going to be out there just like you thought you were going to be a lifelong pool boy. You thought you're gonna be that long life pool lady. You know what I mean? The lady with the man with the boy and with the tray and the and then you spray people with the oil and then you just pat them down a little. Is that a thing? Make it a thing. Create jobs. But no, that bottle of 3-year-old bottle of lube has just been sitting in the background waiting to, because that's what it is. When the competition is ready to go down, you want to be, you don't want to be, rough. You want to be slipping and sliding. You want to be like not water, because anybody, any old person, any young person, any middle-aged person can be all like water. What are we anyway? Like 75%, 80% water? You ain't even trying, daddy. Let's get in there, mama. Oil it up. Mix it. And you're like, man, water and oil don't necessarily mix. You're right. You got a point. But it's that topical use. Putting it all over yourself. You're glistening. You're shining. And not to mention, you're really hard to get a hold of. So, they come in with the jab. They come in with the crab. They come in with the ab. They come in with, they come in with all of it. They're throwing tap dancing shoes in your way. And you're just dodging bullets because there's somebody shooting at you at the same time. This is a crazy sport, damn it. Crazy sport, Foxy Boxing. Now I'm in there, me, two-piece, regular guy doing regular activities on a regular 9th day of the week. You know what I mean? Just that typical, you know what it is, 2 days after Sunday. It's that second Tuesday or something. You know what I'm saying? That's that 9th day of the week, and you're just out there on the streets loose, and you're like, oh, time to get some moolah, time to get some cheddar, time to step outside of the box and enter a new ring that is also inside of another. We're leaving boxes, entering other ones. And that's what that is, man. So I get in there, and these ladies are professionals. They're savages. They're wild. They're feral, dude. Some of them got rabies. Some of them got, some are just, they got that monkeypox. Dude, I don't even know what I'm fighting at this point. They're picking up the pox, flick. I'm just dodging monkeypox. They're like ninja stars, but monkey picking it, scabbing, oozing, dude, throwing it. I'm just like, whoa, lady, whoa. Crazy shit goes down, dude. But then I've been preparing for this again, both consciously and subconsciously for all my life. So I start to levitate. Dude. I get up in there. I'm all fucking crouching tiger, itchy dragon, baby. You don't even know because of the whole throwing of the monkeypox. It gets mad itchy in there, So I dodged them bullets again with the fellas with the shooting on the side. No bueno, you're not helping. Oh, bang, 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 brr, 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 fight faster, brr, yeah. Fight faster is what they'll say. I'm like, I'm fighting as fast as I can. Meanwhile, the sweat and the oil and the old lube and the throwing of the monkeypox and the fucking, the jello doesn't help because there's like lingering jello, just, knee level jello, dude, from the previous jello fight matches that also happen to go down in the same venue. And I've also been thinking about that. I'm like, maybe we can mix this two beautiful sports, because they're like, no, you're either a pro jello fighter or you're a foxy boxer. You can't do both. But hey, remember back in the day when we were just like mixing and matching different martial arts? And they're like, oh, you got only karate does karate, and you can't mix that with the jiu-jitsu or the Muay Thais and the Greco wrestling, or what I'm talking about, the wrestling where again you're naked and wrestling, Greco style, baby, like the Olympians, like the OG Olympians did it. That's what I've heard, that they wrestled in the nude, which is just again exhilarating. Adrenaline. Man, had a difficult time without adrenaline. God damn, got stuck there for a second. I'm like, adrenaline. It's up there. Levels are ramped up. You're like, oh, do I go for the shoulder or the nads, dude? Do I go for the shoulder or the nads? You don't see the nads. Where are the nads? Oh my God. Hopefully not inside you. But that's how they did it back in the day. Regardless, we've moved forward and new sports have emerged. Hence, Foxy Boxing. So I'm out in there, just dodging bullets, fighting a couple of, big old thick broads who are in it for who are like, you've got some who've got big names, you've got some who are, just they've been in there in the industry for like 10, 20 years. You know, a couple of L's, couple of W's, couple of, oh, this match is, it's an even match. We're gonna, we're gonna call it a tie. A couple of those. So I get in there, man. I'm in there. I'm all lubed up. That's what it is, baby. I come in there prepared, because I got the double piece on. And in the double piece, you're like, why are you wearing a double piece? First of all, them tits gotta be covered up, son. The jugs up here have got to be covered up. You think I can just go flaunt these big jugs out there? It's got to be right now. I'm wearing a sports bra. You don't even know, dude. If I let go, it just falls right on top of the table. Then I could do a lot with it, dude. I could fucking, I compress recycled goods with my tit. You don't even know. I just like, oh, a can of Coke, flat. Shredded paper, just mesh them together, add some water, reuse, recycle. That's what I does. But I'm wearing out a two-piece, and then so because I've heard Foxy Boxing, so I've gone out there a few days in advance, and I just stuff my two-piece with foxes, dude. These ladies don't even know what they're dealing with right here. So I take a couple of hits because they're slick, man, and they're feisty. Some are little, some are big, and there's a lot of them. There's like 5, 7 of them, and they're just coming in. So I reach in there and just like throw a little fella, and my fox attacks, dude. My fox attacks. Just caught a couple of them on like the most sensitive areas of the body. I'm talking wrist. I'm talking back of the knee. Oh, the back of the knee. I'm talking bottom. The fox is, the fox is not an aggro fox because we maintain a good relation, but like I've trained them to, it's a cute, friendly fox, and all of a sudden the fox is like tickling underneath your feet. You're losing balance. Everybody thinks out there the game is about strength, about power. How high is your vertical jump? Do you have that fast twitch? Nah. It's all about that balance. You know what I'm talking? It's all about balance. It's all about that. Some are like, is it about agility? Is it about speed? Is it about motion? Is it about No, it's not about any of it. It's about balance. What are we talking about here? We talking balance. We talking about that edge walker. We talking about that fella or lady who likes to go on the, we're doing is it a tightrope walk? Are we doing a little tightrope sesh? Talking balance. So the fox is there just giving the smallest with this cute little tongue underneath the lady's feet. He's just like licky, and the ladies are like, oh yeah, I'm so confused. What are we doing? I'm like, time to cash in the check, baby. Time to cash in the check. Time to cash in the check and grab the belts. Grab the belts, dude. That's what I does. Bring those back, more of that. Those things should be a thing again. If it was, because I've seen, that's the thing, man. I go back and view some, older movies from time and again, and you see events that were popular that are not so happening. Maybe they are happening. Maybe I'm not aware of it, man. What do you guys and gals think? Foxy Boxing, should we make it a thing if it's not already a thing? And also like Jello fighting, Jello pits, and also mud fights. You know what I'm talking about? Because this is like, it's exhilarating. It's fun. It's slippery. It's dangerous. It's risky. It's entertaining. And you can't hit anywhere above the head. Yeah, because that's the thing. Too many injuries, in other sports. I don't want people, the heads, can't touch the heads. Anything, reproductive region area and below, you can't, I don't want to see any of that. I don't want to see it. Just torso. The fine art of attacking the torso. And that's applicable in real life, because we know in real life when you step out into the mean streets, into the back alleys, there's always rules of conduct in the jungle of the concrete jungle, where there's an unspoken code, a word of honor, a code of conduct by there's no honor within thieves. The thieves have no way. thieves' honor. No, wait. It's the street code, bet. It's the street codes. That's what it is. Street codes. Well, what's your street code, baby? That's what it is. Torso only. Torso only, because at a certain point you start having repercussions. You're like, man, I've already taken a few hits to the head. You know, legs, gotta protect them legs for the fam. And here we're all about the fam and keeping everybody united. Hope everybody's doing well. You know, these are just ideas that I've been thinking of. What are you guys up to? What are you gals up to? You know? And I know, you come in here one day we discuss, you know, certain topics that are just like, oh, we just solved all the problems. Problems in the world, gone. We solved it. Why? Because of the cast. Because it's the wildest cast in the West. And the multiverse, goddammit. Not just, because that's what it is. We just found that if you go back and listen to the old episode, you'd know that there's only two options in this marble planet. Two options. We're either the bestest or we're, you know, somewhere in between with things. And as far as I'm concerned right now, we're not aware of anybody else or anything else out there existing other than us. So when you're out there conducting business, you're no longer conducting business just on a worldly level. You're probably fucking killing it in the multiverse, dude. Employee of the month? No. Employee of the month in the jurisdiction, in the region? No. In the county? No. Nationwide? Employee of the month nationwide? No. Employee of the month, intercontinental employee of the month? No, baby. We're talking the fucking multiverse. You're potentially the best of the best out there, or you probably, you know, other perspectives also might, you know, say that, yeah, well, there's probably other things existing other than us. They might be killing it too. And sure, but until I seize it, I don't, I don't, it's sure in the realm of possibilities, but for the time being, you're the best. Whether you're, you know, whatever you're doing, you're fucking, you're killing it. You're killing it, and let's say you're a lawyer, just fucking murking the teams that are coming, just fucking. If you look at page number 77, it says this, but you said that. You're fucking killing. You're on top of that shit. You're a doctor, bro. You're a doctor. You're going in there. You're visiting patients before they visit you, dude. You're going in 2 years advance. You're just, you know, knock, knock, Mrs. Johnson, I'm about to tell you, you're going to be facing ovarian cancer. Mrs. Johnson's like, who the fuck are you, dude? And you're like, I'm that doctor that's the best in the multiverse, bitch. Come get your, you know, let's do a mammogram. Let's do a, you know, when was the last time you sat down? One of those, like, you know, when was the last time you paid a visit to your gyno? You know what I'm talking about? When was the last time you grabbed a gyro and then went and had your gyno, and now you're eating a big old gyro, doing a gyno sesh, dude. And G's up. And that's what it is. And everything's just like, oh, it's falling. Everything's just like, you know, you got things that are oozing out of your gyro during your gyno sesh. But luckily you went in there because why? 2 years in advance, unanticipated visit from the doctor. That's why. That's the way we like it, baby. People who look to the future, who look to the past, who look to the present, and keep looking to the future. So that's the only way we can look, is to look ahead into the future. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Potentially, you know, I believe I might be, going out tonight, doing a little boys sesh, doing a little boys to men sesh. Doing a little sesh hang sesh, a couple of fellas, and your boy doesn't, you know, circle is tight. The circle is so tight, nothing goes in, nothing, this circle is so tight, bro. This black hole is so tight, bro, you don't even know, nothing gets in, no light goes in, no light comes out of this circle. Good to get out there and socialize, so potentially I might be doing that, I think, probably most likely, which is nice. So I encourage everybody else out there to, you know, take care of yourselves, whatever you're doing out there. Keep doing it, fam. Keep rocking and rolling. And one day we mix it up. If you've been with me for a long time, not that long, because we're really young, you and I, we're young. We're taking it easy, we're taking it slow, because we're that slow burn. We're like that, you know, we're like the we're like we're like the heat of the sun. It's a lot if you get close, but from afar during spring, summer, and fall, man, the temperatures are just perfect, aren't they? They really are. So we're like that, slow drip, and then we'll just like dip out and let the moon take over a little, just for that cooling effect, and then we come back again here on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on the Instagrams, on the YouTubes, on the Patreons. Try to tickle each other's membranes from afar and from near. Again, as I said, as things move forward and the weather keeps getting better and better, we'll probably most likely definitely 100%, 50% of the time we're going to get out there and maybe definitely do an outdoor sesh with the people. Got a couple of ideas I've been thinking about. So we'll see how that comes into play, man. But all in all, things are looking good. Things are looking good. I'm very grateful, feeling happy, I feel like I put in the time, you know what I mean? I think I got in the right time, you know what I mean? With that breast milk, I got in there with the right time. I'm not one of them, old babies like crying about, oh, where's my tit milk? Ma, you get in there. And I did. Back in the day when it mattered, I got in there, I think. So, I recommend if you've not been get it. Go get it. If it's too late, also maybe just forget about it. Maybe just opt for regular 2-3% milk coming from the it's not the same, is it? It's like a cow's milk now. It's not the same, but nonetheless, man, it's get your calcium, get your potassium, get your sodium, get your sucrose. Get your iron in there, take care of yourself is all I'm trying to say, man. That's all I'm trying to do as well, and get a little of that Foxy Boxing, baby. But Foxy Boxing also, yeah, I do want to see like more animals in the ring as well, because Foxy Boxing in the 80s, 70s was mostly like a little, you get into a little, maybe a little honky-tonk bar, and there's a little, there's a little pit and a couple of, and there are a couple of ladies in there who want to like, rattle your cage, and they're just taunting you. You've had a couple of drinks, they've been drinking all day, and they're like, oh, come in there, and you get in there and it's all good and you all have a good time, but there are no foxes in there, and that's what I want to change about the game. Bring in the live animals, be more inclusive. Now that's the story. You go home missing an eyeball, good luck trying to explain that to your wife. Oh, where were you, John? Where were you? Out Foxy Boxing again? And it's going to turn into a thing, but down the line when you sit down with your mutual therapist, who's completely unbiased and non-judgmental, hopefully, she'll sit down, or he'll sit down with you and listen to the story, and it'll be riveting. She or he will get excited because all the other clients are just coming in. I'm whatever. I'm that 9 to 5 guy. I'm that 9 to 5 gal with like regular. What I'm trying to say is spice it up for them too, because like they might be, or they might be getting a variety of stories. But you be that fella or lady that they look forward to see. You go in there with that. Oh, it's John and fucking. Daisy, John and Daisy coming in with the, John and Daisy again. It's Friday, having another sesh. What do they do this weekend? Did John go out again with his buds and attend another Foxy Boxing sesh? Are you, don't let it get out of hand, John. Don't let it get out of hand, man. You had something good in there. It was tight. It was good. You had a good balance. The work-life balance was good. It was tight. But then you're like, man, I know there's a voice calling from inside me. This is your calling. It's saying, Johnny boy, go out there and do the Foxy Boxing with the fox and the boxes. And you're really close to getting all the belts. And for that, I commend you. You know what? If she's not being supportive, or vice versa, maybe Daisy's the one into Foxy Boxing, dude. John's just being that big, I can't, I can't sit back and just watch Daisy get in there and, be supportive, man. Be supportive. Support her dreams. All her life, she's been supporting your dreams. Maybe it's time for a year or two you put aside your whatever it is that you got to put aside. And yeah, you got 3, 4 kids, but mama's got a passion for Foxy Boxing. Okay? So if the kids are going to be a little bit less attended to, so be it. It's called adversity. It's called, micro scars or micro trauma, which is the right amount of trauma you want to give a kid. You don't want a kid that doesn't come out with any sort of trauma. You don't want just like this perfect little fucking, no, look at me, no trauma, no issues, no scars. Mama and Papa love me all day, every day. Didn't skip a beat. Oh, good for you, man. Happy for you, seriously. Seriously, it makes me happy that I know there are people out there who are fucking on top of it. But nonetheless, man, even the people who are on top of it, just sprinkle a little bit of that danger on the kids. Mama's coming home, she's all bruised up, she's cut up, ligaments hanging out just from it. She's got a live fox just hanging from her rib, dude, just dangling on her rib. And Mama's out there killing it, and the little rugrats get excited every time Mama Daisy comes home from one of her Foxy Boxing matches. All right, John, so stop being a little bitch, be supportive. If she wants to do it, support her. Vice versa too, Daisy. You know what it is. Fucking tag team it, dude. Husband and wife, Foxy Boxing. Oh, y'all back to back fighting foxes in boxes. You're like inseparable. In and out the ring. The life you live is a ring. It's the circle of life, but it's also the realm which you live in. How do you want to tackle it? Do you want to go out? Everybody's out there on their own, individually doing things, and then individually bringing the cheese in to the household, and everybody all of a sudden gets into their feelings as, how much are you contributing to the cheese gaining of this household? Well, if you're out there, goddamn it, Foxy Boxing every night, back to back, front to front, head to head, feet to feet, cock to vag, a butt to butt. We've already done butt to butt. Doesn't matter. Doesn't shoulder blade to shoulder blade. Because once you go through that, once you wear that 2-piece and you stuff a couple of damn baby foxes up in that, male sports bra, made for men's, the ones that the soccer player wears, and then you're like, what is this guy wearing? They're all flat-chested. So it appears. You might see your favorite soccer players from time and again. They take off their shirts and they're like, why is this dude wearing a fucking sports bra? He ain't got no tits. You don't know that? All right, there's biology. You know that. For a fact, you know that he ain't got no tits. But that doesn't mean that he can't get more aerodynamic, goddammit. And also, where are you going to put them foxes if you ain't carrying that extra pocket? Fucking pocket. If you go way back, at some point, I know we definitely solved pockets as well. When your entire body becomes a pocket, you're in the pocket. You no longer need one. Different pod. See, this is the thing. If you want to catch up on everything, there's plenty of time to catch up. Go through the catalog. Search. Read the titles. Sometimes the titles with the videos, they're really like fucking right on top of it. You read the title, you're like, I have an idea as to what this vid's gonna be all about. Other times, I keep it loose for different reasons. So you just click on a random titled vid, and you're thinking, oh, it's just about fucking ketchup chips, isn't it? Ain't it, love? It's just about ketchup chips. And you get in there, I'm talking about kettle chips. I'm talking about sun-dried chips. I'm talking about oven-baked chips. I'm talking about Chip and Dales. I'm talking about microchips. I'm talking about chips that they want to put in us. I'm talking about chips that they want to take away from us because they're like, oh, this one's not such a popular seller. Oh, god damn it, maybe it has a cult following. Leave it on the shelf. Don't get rid of the whole thing, because 20 years goes by, you've cut manufacturing, and there's some guy in his mid-30s, early 40s, trying to find a little piece of happiness and want to reminisce a little bit about his childhood. He wants to go and he's like, oh, I want that fucking jalapeno poppers. And guess what? He shows up to the local market, no fucking jalapeno poppers. Why? Because somebody decided that, oh, we're not hitting the fucking stats, and jalapeno poppers, they're not that, but luckily they are popular. So, maybe a flavor that's not so much on the, what's like an unpopular ketchup chip. No, ketchup chips are the best. You know what I'm saying? But like a chip brand that's not so, whatever, fucking, I don't know, dude. Pick one. So many out there. But what I'm trying to say is that the videos are all over the place, and we talk about everything and nothing. One day I might just like go over briefly of how you'd go and conduct a, you're out there, there's, whatever, surgery needs to be done. Let's just get to it. The surgery needs to get done. I will sit down and be like, I'll look through the camera and guide you through it. Sure. Is the patient at risk of losing a couple of limbs here and there? Most likely. But you know what? At least we came up and we tried. At least even though you had your heart set out on going to med school, and nobody was willing to give you a chance, except this program right here, because we believe in you. If you want to take that, forget about it, man. Just travel somewhere else where they don't have too many rules and regulations. Next thing you know, you're already a doctor. Goddamn, you just show up. Everybody's calling you doctor. Everybody's calling you a fucking art. You wear a pair of glasses. Wear a pair of glasses. Class it up a little bit. Or something, man. That's all I'm trying to say. So here, go through the catalog if you like. And if you don't want to do that, you just want to start from today. Let's say today's your first stop. Like today, you and I have just met. You're like, dude, I'm liking this energy. I like where this is going. Guess what, fam? We're a tight-knit gang, and we're gonna go everywhere together. We're gonna shrink down. We're gonna get lasered. We're gonna shrink down, baby. We're gonna go into tiniest places, and we're gonna get enlarged, baby. You don't know. We're gonna get enlarged and also we're gonna stop fitting into places as well. Before you know it, the show is gonna expand, and I'll start expanding. Because that's the thing. I'll start expanding, bro. You don't know me. I'll go all fucking, like, I will force feed myself if I have to. I'm open to, I'm open to expansion, dog. So that's what it is. If you want to come in here and think that you got to figure it out, you're like, oh, I know what this show's all. You don't no, because this is what we do around here. We throw out surprises. I'll surprise you, goddamn. You don't even know what's out there waiting for you. I don't even know what's out there waiting for me. A little bit of it gives me anxiety, because I'm like, oh my god, what's out there? But at the end of the day, it's not even anxiety. It's just you realizing you're excited about life. It's you realizing that there's so many opportunities, that there's so many things to say yes to, and also so many things to say no to. At a certain point in life, you get experience like, no, it means no. God damn it. Foxy Boxing, yes. Regular boxing, it's too late now. It's too late now. Now, can you train regular boxing and take some rules and techniques that might help you out in Foxy Boxing? I don't know. But someone who's been Foxy Boxing since the ripe old age of, what was it? Probably 7-8 months years old when I first got my hands on the first again. Talking around I got into it around the same time I was into breast milk, dude. I got in early. I bought the dip. So if you're out there thinking, I'm just gonna get into Foxy Boxing, it looks super easy on the telly, this guy's doing it, hypothetically, and I can potentially, and you literally can, but I'm just saying, I've got stat, because they're literally like little foxes that have now grown old with me, and they're like, oh, we're really old, we got back pain, we're not meant to take the stairs, what is this urban living? I'm like, you know what, we had this discussion in the early days. You're like, shit, do I want to stay with the, do I want to stay in the foxhole? Do I want to spend time with the family, or do I want to be separated from my brothers and sisters and maybe enter a world that is not so predictable? So I offered you a chance, and you took the pill, man. You took the pill, and there's no turning back, and now steak doesn't taste as good as it used to, does it? And there's no reversing that. There is reversing that? Well, guess what? You've made a choice. And the choice is to keep eating meats and your dairy products and a good, you know, you want to have portions. You want to have portions, vegetables, proteins, carbs, all that. So sure, there are a couple of foxes right now roaming around. They're tired, they're older, like, just put us out of our misery. Oh, I can't do another boxing match. I'm out there just cornering the foxes, dude. The foxes are tired. I keep injecting them with steroids. I keep giving them fucking adrenaline shots. They're getting jacked up, but they're really old. And things still go down, baby. Things still go down. So if you're like, man, what's this show about? It is literally about everything and nothing, fam. We will get down right in the middle. We will, if there's anything that needs to be discussed, we will discuss it. If there's anything that needs to be, oh, we're not going to pay attention to that. We're going to, reverse these, pay attention to that, and then maybe not pay attention to that. So we're all over the place, and that's what I does. And I like to bring this energy to you guys live, in person, in your home, at your place of work, at your place of worship, in universities, in colleges, at businesses, corporate events, non-corporate events, a potluck near you, the movie theater, the smaller movie theater inside your building that's kind of a fancy building. Where you living these? Or you're like, my condo's got a movie theater in it. I'll be there. Be there with you. I'm in there. I'm inside your television, your phone vision. At least I'm inside. If I'm not inside your television right now, I'm inside your phone vision. Goddamn, you open up that phone vision, and the one with the 15 cameras on it. I'm in one of those cameras, baby. I'd be popping in and out of cameras on your. That's why they add on the cameras, because your boy put in the work. I'm like, man, it's like you're trying to play whack-a-mole, man. And you're trying like, oh, I'll get him this time. I'm out the other hole, baby. Where am I? In the foxhole, every day, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. And don't you ever think that you're gonna be like, oh, I kind of got the rhythm of things. I kind of know where he's at. I kind of know where he's a little bit up, he's a little bit down, he's somewhere in the middle. All over the place, baby. I'm like that atom that just keeps on bouncing off other atoms. You're like, oh, get attached to one other atom already. Fuse together, make another atom. Or something, dude. Oh, maybe we will, maybe we won't. We probably will down the line. It'd be nice to meet someone, you know what I mean? Make a sweet fucking connection where our hearts fucking join. And it starts beating as one. And then we go to Foxy Boxing together, baby. Maybe. A boy can dream, right? A man can dream, right? A man, right? A man, boy can dream, right? So this show's all about the dreamers out there. This show is all about the ones that have maybe the ones that have tried a little bit in life but didn't particularly find their way until later in life, and then kept on trying. This that show for that fella or lady who won't keep not showing. That show for that fella or lady who's got the clap, but he or she will keep on coming back no matter how bad the itch is. This that show for the ones with the sore throats, because they've been going down non-stop. Maybe switch it up. I know I said go down, but it doesn't mean all the time. Make it a thing. It's all about balance. But nonetheless, man, we're attending to everything. And I'm like, wouldn't it be better if you just attend to one thing? And maybe, but I don't know any other way. This is the way I does it. This is the way I proceed to do it. And I'm learning. I'm literally learning every day. I'm growing. And I've said yes to growth. I've opened up my heart to, my heart is growing. My heart is enlarged. It's becoming a condition. It's to get, oh man, I'm gonna have to look into this. Oh, is it gonna explode? Who knows? With joy, explode with joy and passion. That's right, because that's all I've got inside. I want to share that with you guys and gals. Get excited about whatever it is that you're doing. That's what I try to say to myself. Be passionate about life. And if it's cloudy out there, know that, you know, it's only natural, it's normal, you know. Sure. Do we have capabilities that could cause cloud? Can we seed a couple of clouds out? Then yes, but most of it is fucking natty. So relax for a second, okay? Relax. You just chill. The clouds will come in 1 minute and they'll be there the next minute. But you know, you give it an hour and you're like, man, clouds are still up there, isn't it? You just keep on waiting. 2 hours goes by. You're kind of getting, you know, you're starting to calm down with the, oh man, awful cloudy out there. Am I gonna be bummed for? No. Just wait 3 hours, 4 or 5 hours. What's a little bit of wait? You wait half a day. You wait half a day. Your day's going. Oh man, the whole day's been cloudy. But guess what? Tomorrow might be sunny. Most definitely. Okay, maybe 2 days in a row we've had rain. Gosh, it's getting really rainy out there. But guess what? More greenery for you. And guess what? The sun's always out there. And so are the answers to your questions. And you're like, man, it's really refreshing to hear that. And yes, we all got a little piece. I've got a little piece. You've got a little piece. We bring in the pieces together. Next thing you know, now we're like, oh man, so many pieces to this puzzle, this journey of life, this mystery, this magical, wonderful realm of just pure excitement and things to this. It's just wonderful, isn't it? So that's what I want you to do, baby. Take a couple of Foxy Boxing classes with your boy. You know, fucking get in there. Oh, Fox. Oh, boxes. Just fucking boxes and foxes, baby. That's what we need more of in this life. And yeah, that's what it is. I support you guys on all your endeavors, whether you're starting it, like I've said from the get-go. I don't know. There are too many of you guys. There are literally billions of people, and a handful of them watch this show, so there's a lot of people to attend to, and I've got all your backs. Little by little, we're gonna start. You know, the handful of people are gonna start talking about the show, and then little by little, another handful of people are gonna get involved. Next thing you know, oh, we're a handful. You know what I mean? And it's a lot. It's a lot, but we're gonna keep on growing, and it's all about word of mouth. And I want you to remember, whatever you want is not gonna be. You know, there are no easy way out. There are no easy ways out. There are no easy ways in. Again, remember, the circle is tight. Nothing gets into the black hole unless, again, you are lubed up to the max, dude. That's just an easy slip and slide sesh, and nobody gets hurt. You know what I mean? It's like, were we even in there? What are you talking about? Easing of processes, and maneuverability, just getting around, you know, being agile, being flexible with life, because you never know what's going to be thrown at you. One day, ninja stars. One day, spikes under your car. Oh my God, is James Bond driving in front of me? Maybe they're filming. You know, collateral damage, real or fake, it doesn't matter. The movie's got to get made, okay? A lot of people are working. So what? You had a little accident. Your car flips over. Oh my God, your kids were in the back seat? Well, I hope you buckle them down. I hope you use 2 seat belts. If you're not using 2 seat belts, and you know, 00 and 7 are driving, a couple of spikes roll out the back, you haven't got that, you know, you haven't got them run flats. What are you doing, fam? Putting your family at danger? Putting your family at risk, are we? Are you a risk taker who easily will put the family's lives in danger? Don't you know what this is all about, man? It's all about family, man. And it's all about being safe, but also risky. So next time your car flips over, next time you're mid-air, and then all of a sudden you're like, this is the appropriate time to dial the 9, the 1, and whatever other numbers should happen to follow naturally after that. You're mid-air, flipped upside down. You're like, hello. And they're like, what's your emergency? What is it this time? Again, you forgot to, you know, get the run flats. Again, you forgot to put 2 seatbelts. You just went with 1 because you're like, man, 1's better than none. Well, you know what's better than 1? 2. 2's always better than 1. right? Most cases, I would say two is always better than one. In some cases, it's case by case, really, and that's life, isn't it? Isn't that the whole point of life? That it's case by case, box by box. Foxy Boxing, baby. It's been a Foxy Boxing Friday. And sign up now, and we'll ship a live fox to you. We'll make sure that they come with, our foxes come with rabies. Our foxes come with ticks and lice, so that when you chuck it out, it's not just a little rip shot right there just hanging off someone's. No, we're getting them in all different angles. It might be like, oh, they'll get rid of the fox that's hanging off a rib. That's a problem solved. 2 weeks goes by, you're like, oh man, my head's itchy. We've now entered we've gotten them in layers, and we went in depth. We went in fucking deep. We went and altered their life together. We gave them something to think about. And that's head lice and ticks. So, whatever you want, we got it. Are we that medicine man? Did somebody call the doctor? Did somebody call, hello, doctor? Hello. Did somebody call the doctor? Because we're just, we're just, serving medicine. We're just, I'm curing, you don't even know, dude. I got mason jars filled with my own piss and vinegar, and put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and just, we'll ship that out to people, dude. Just get a little, just waft it in, and all of a sudden, oh, and that's when you know it's working. You know how much water I gotta take for that shit? You know how much I'm drinking? Why do you guys think I'm constantly drinking coffee? Do you think that piss and vinegar concoction that piss and vinegar that they talk about, that you've heard of, I produce that shits. I produce that, and it doesn't come easy, right? One man having to piss enough so that he can serve 8-9 billion people. Do you know how dehydrated I am, son? But you think I'm gonna stop pissing and mixing vinegar and selling it? Nuh-uh. Because when I see an opportunity for monies to be made in a fashion that can be helpful and beneficial to everybody, where it's like 3 W's everywhere. I know you only see 2, but 1, 2, 3 W, because everybody wins. We're the World Wide Web of winning. We're and haven't you always wanted 3 W's? And most, okay, fine. Maybe there was one case or 2 cases where a couple of W's showed up, and 1 W, and I was like, enough W's. Maybe another time another W showed up, and you're like, oh, okay, we've had the 2 W, you've had W's, and then you had the Roman numerical number for 2, and you're like, man, in that case, you're like, no more W's. That's enough W's. But in other cases, you're like, more W's. And that's what we do. Fucking just giving out W's. Want to wish everybody a great weekend. I hope you guys go and succeed in your weekend life, whatever it is, whether it's tending to your business, whether you're in school, whether you're busy making babies, whether you're busy aborting babies, whether you are, man, shout out to just to wrap it up, shout out to the long labias out there, shout out to the big clits, shout out to the dangalangs that graze the pavement, dude. Ever walk on pavement or the sidewalk and notice a little bit of, oh, this piece of the sidewalk has seemed like something grazed against, as somebody out there that's been grazing with that dangalang. And we're here to support you. We're here to support you. You left your mark when the cement was poured, when the cement was wet. Is it just, oh, it's, oh, this part of the sidewalk is all even and all smooth except for a little part. What is that? Could it have been, just the way things are? Because, like, nothing's perfect, nothing's ever. But did you ever stop to think what caused that little tiny indent in the sidewalk? A fella walked by and just gently grazed it. It's their calling card. And we know who you are. Thanks for supporting the show. Thanks for talking about it. Thanks for mentioning it to grandma and grandpa. Thanks for mentioning it to your aunts, your uncles, your cousins. Thank you for all the love, and I hope to be able to reciprocate that back to you guys. Just like, just every day, just fucking puncture a little bit of this and just slice it and then just put it on a platter and serve it to the peepsies, because I love yous and just want the best for everybody. Yeah, on that note, we're gonna end the show, and that's the end of the show. I'll be back again on Monday. Talk about it. Love you, gang. Peace out.